All right, welcome back to another episode of Casting Table, everybody out there on Apocaflix movies. This is Ramos and Barnes, not Bartley and Barnes. It's me and Gio.
Yes,
together. We never get to do stuff together, just us.
This is maybe a first time.
I think
first
so.
Time in Apocaflix movies.
Apocaflix, yeah. Maybe. I think maybe it's time for. Remember we used to do like trailer reactions, like the anniversary ones.
Well, true.
We must have done at least one of those. I don't know, but
maybe.
I don't know. You guys can go back and check, see if there's anything with just me and Gio. But otherwise, yes, this is our first one, and it's another casting table. This is where we take a character from comics or whatever, anything, not just comics, but any kind of pop culture
novels.
Stuff. Yeah, novels.
Shows.
Yeah, TV shows, books, video games, whatever. Yeah. And we tell you who we would like to see possibly play those roles. So today, we're casting Storm, the Marvel Comics character, X-Men character. Obviously, we popularly played by Halle Berry in the most of the I almost said Sam Raimi in the Bryan Singer films.
Same era.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, same exactly. She is one of the most powerful mutants in the Marvel universe. One of the most powerful mutants on Earth. I was just looking up the character, the comic history. I thought she appeared a lot sooner than this, but apparently she first appeared in 1975.
That's what I read too.
Yeah. I thought she was a little bit earlier than that. I don't know why. I just had it in my head because the X-Men were around in like the early 60s. So I knew she wasn't one of the original ones. But so 1975 is when she first appeared. She obviously has the ability to manipulate and control weather and atmosphere and stuff, which makes her immensely powerful. I don't know if we really... Yeah. Like, how do you think... we're going to start... Let's just go with the comic portrayal. Her real name is Aurora Monroe. She's an African. She was was she a princess? She's part of some royalty. We should have looked that up. I know.
From the only thing that, and I briefly read, is that when she went and traveled to, I believe, South Africa, or it might have been Kenya. She claimed herself to be a goddess. Because she had these mutant powers.
And people worship her.
It wasn't until Professor Xavier finally, communicated with her and reached out and was like, "Look, you're not a goddess. You do possess these powers.
Yes.
You and millions of others. Let's use it for good." Because from what I read, Professor Xavier was trying to recruit a new team of X-Men to go rescue his original team. Back in one of the early runs, but she of course there's a popular storyline where she her and Black Panther, T'Challa, they get together, they have a relationship, and she becomes I believe the queen of Wakanda.
Queen of Wakanda, yeah.
Queen of Wakanda, that idea definitely gets me excited given where the Marvel Cinematic Universe is right now, but unfortunately with Black Panther 2 and Chadwick Boseman's tragic passing, that's kind of up in the air. But before that, I would have said, man, that would be something I would really love to see them explore later on down the road. So to answer your question, she is considered royalty. She considers herself like of that, obviously, when she weds T'Challa. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all right. I think it was a story, and I don't know. There's been so many variations of all these characters. So I know there was a version where she was a child and she tried to pickpocket.
And ended up being Xavier.
Yeah, and then
Xavier didn't know at first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, right. Exactly. So, there you go. That's spot on, man. I think that was the thing I was looking forward to. You're right. If they were going to go in that direction, I wonder if they had those discussions about bringing her into the Black Panther universe there. Surely. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll find out. I guess it's still a possibility.
Well, I mean, yeah, the timeline made it feasible for
Right.
sure. You know, with because you have Eternals coming out soon. Eternals are supposed to be the planting the seeds of the mutants. Panther 2 shoots next summer, as of right now, and you know, so it made that very much a possibility. I was going to go on record and say, hey, bold prediction, in Black Panther 2, we at the very least get a name drop, or maybe like there's a piece of paper that says Aurora Monroe on it.
Yeah.
Or she makes her first appearance. Something
like he meets her somewhere in the city somewhere.
It's just casual, you know, like
right.
like right above an Easter egg, you know.
Right.
But hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
The Kevin Feige is a genius. He'll figure it out. I cannot wait. We both can't wait. The X-Men debut in the MCU will be the next big thing.
I'm telling you, I'm so looking forward to it. So it's a little character history. We talk about the really quick. It's just two of us, so we got a little time. We'll talk about the film portrayals that we've seen. So obviously, we mentioned Halle Berry made her first appearance as character, first live action appearance.
Yes.
In the 2000 X-Men film. What did you think about Halle Berry as Storm?
See, I was 10 years old. I didn't mind it at first. It was my first introduction of Halle Berry. I think I might have saw her.
All right. Okay.
I might have saw her in Executive Decision, where she played the flight attendant.
The flight attendant. That's right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
But that was my first big screen. You know, because I went to watch X-Men on the big screen. Obviously, I'm a 10-year-old kid, but I had no problem with it. Again, I'm a kid, so. But as I got older, you know, I started going back, and people had a problem with the way she portrayed the character. You know, like she didn't have an accent. You know, when she did the first movie, and a popular fan casting Angela Bassett. Well, because you remember in the cartoon, she had an accent. Yeah. In the popular '90s Fox cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But she didn't have that in the first movie.
In the first one she did, and then all the ones afterwards she didn't. It just went away.
Oh, I must be thinking of it wrong. Sorry, apology.
It's like what's her name in the MCU? Elizabeth Olsen, where she had the accent, and then all of a sudden she doesn't anymore. Right. Scarlet Witch. Yeah,
Scarlet Witch. So, I stand corrected, but I liked her in X-Men 2 more, honestly, and definitely the movies afterwards, because you know the first movie she's very reserved. I mean, she controls the weather or whatnot. She has the moment where she rises from the elevator and gets towed, and has that one line. What do you know? Terrible what happens when Toad struck by lightning, and
that's so bad.
But I didn't mind it, and when she came back for Days of Future Past, most of the original characters came back. I was such a big fan of that because it was nostalgic. I grew up with them, and it was great to see them back. And by that point, they're all into their characters. Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, Anna Paquin whenever she's on screen, and obviously Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. And then, of course, later on we have Alexandra Shipp in X-Men Apocalipse and Dark Phoenix, who had a lot of promise, but those movies, didn't really live up to expectations. They were fine.
That's how I feel. I don't think they're like as bad as some people make them out, but they're just kind of just meh, but you're exactly right with Alexandra Shipp. I'll get back to her in just a sec. But for either one of these actresses, I just don't think they've never given Storm enough to do. That was my biggest thing with the first one, because at that time, like, Halle Berry was the biggest star in that movie, and that was a big deal. Like, oh my gosh, Halle Berry's gonna play Storm. That was huge.
Well, she got even bigger after once the second movie came out. Yeah, she won the Oscar.
She won the Oscar. That's right. Exactly right.
1 or 2.
It was 2002 maybe. I think maybe the next year.
X2
It's right around
came out
that.
in 2003.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So he was a bit. Yeah, those first two films, you could say. I guess maybe she's probably the biggest star. With Hugh Jackman obviously rising coming up right after her. They just never gave her enough to do. That first one, grossly underused in that first one. I think the probably reason you may have missed like the thing about her accent because she barely says anything in the movie, so you can hardly tell if she has it or not because she doesn't say anything.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, and it's it's there and then it's not there. Like it was a really weird thing. I remember that's one of the things coming out of that movie, coming out of X-Men 2. We were like, how great Storm didn't have the accent in the first one. We kind of laughed about that, but she has a few the effects and stuff like a few flight scenes that she does that she has are pretty cool. But when you have someone that powerful, I mean, it's Storm, even in the animated series, and anytime you ever see her, it's a lot of lightning, a little bit of wind and stuff here and there. But Storm is immensely powerful, and I don't know how much of that you can really portray on screen. When there's a lot going on in all these X-Men, we had a lot of characters and a lot of powers to try to portray. I think the Alexandra Shipp version, again, like you said, a lot of promise with her. I know, and like there was a TV movie about the singer Aaliyah. I think she played her in that.
She had some good reviews about that.
Yeah,
the performance. Yeah.
And so that's all I really remember from her. I thought she was fine. Again, the Storm. Did she have the accent? Do you remember? I don't remember in that.
I think she did.
I think maybe. Yeah, I don't remember. But I thought she was fine. But again, didn't have a lot to do. I know she was one of Apocaflix. Like this four horsemen, right? Yeah,
which is a great idea.
Right,
but the four horsemen didn't really do much.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I don't know. I like to see them really get into Storm and get some stuff. I know some of her individual comic runs I've heard are pretty good. So I don't know, man. Storm's great.
So good that Fox was this close to doing Origins.
Right, I remember reading that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And X-Men Origins Magneto, they had those in development, but the Wolverine movie, killed a lot of things.
Yeah. So, well, thankfully the characters get new life, and we'll see them get another chance. Like we said, in Marvel Studios, which is probably it's the right thing, right? Because they get to be in a bigger universe, and hopefully they don't get fully swallowed up by everything else going on with Marvel. I'd like to see some real focus on the X-Men. I hope that's the direction they go.
Right.
So with that, we're gonna cast Storm. But before we do, we want to remind you guys to watch us, me and Tio, and I guess those other guys too, Jake and Brian and Jacob on Apocaflix Now. That's our flagship show. Airs live on every Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes live on Thursdays. Sometimes it's pre-recorded. Shh. But that's our flagship show, and you usually get all of us on that one. So it airs at 7:30. We go live. Jump in the comments, watch along with us, talk trash, laugh at us, all that stuff. It's a lot of fun. Apocaflix Now on Apocaflix Movies on our YouTube channel, and also audio. You can listen to us. If you can't watch us, you can get all the audio from all the places where you get your podcasts. Wherever podcasts are sold.
Everywhere nowadays.
Everywhere now, yes. You can listen to us there as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give our top pick first. I think that's usually goes where you can do it.
Yeah.
Let's
do top pick.
Okay. First choice.
We can do whatever we want. We can
Exactly.
change the crafting table right now if we wanted. No, we're not going to do it.
Exactly. Oh, goodness. Who do you want to cast? We're going to cast Cyclops immediately after this.
Sure, why not?
I think they did that already.
Whole X-Men. We have enough time.
Listen. Yeah, right. So we'll start with you, Gio. You go first, man. Who's your first choice to play Storm?
All right, this one was a late discovery, as in within the last 30 minutes of this recording. My number one pick, by far, hands down. I love this actress, and I think she'll be great. And her name is Janelle Monae, and she is she was a singer, like a very, very good singer,
Yes.
like 8-time Grammy nominee singer who turned actress, and she was most notably in Hidden Figures and Moonlight, both
She is in Moonlight.
Oscar darlings, yes. And Hidden Figures, man. Okay, so that movie, oh God, what's her name? The lead.
Taraji Henson.
Taraji Henson. She definitely was, in charge. She was by far the alpha of that movie.
Yeah.
But right behind her was Janelle Monae, and I've never seen her on screen before. I didn't even know of her until that movie, and she just has a very, very calm but like in charge presence, on screen. Like she's there. Her presence is just there. Just by looking at her, you can just you're glued to her on screen. She has an on-screen charisma, and when you are in critical, darlings like Hidden Figures and Moonlight, those are two like of that year, two of the top movies, like top two, top three. I believe they were in the same year, were they? But
it's 16, right? 16 or 17.
16 or 17.
Yeah, one of those.
We saw it.
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, I think it was early 17. Yeah, so I think it was 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was late 16.
She's incredible, and
good call.
I mean, we always talk about age in these castings, right? Because where's Marvel going to go? Are they going to go young, which they just did with Alexandria Shipp, Fox did, or are they going to go more established? And if you're going to go more established, which I'm personally for, Janelle Monae would be my choice. She is an incredible actress. I didn't do a good enough job just praising her.
No, that's man.
She is incredible. Yes. Can you talk about Janelle Monae?
Great call. Yeah, great singer, like you said. She's in there's a movie out this year. Obviously didn't come out in theaters. It was supposed to Antebellum, right? Where some kind of
it's come out yet, but
is it out? Okay. I know people are like,
no,
okay. But I was getting some early reviews that are kind of not great. But I think from what I'm hearing, it's not her. Like she's like the best part of the movie,
right?
Which, like you said, most stuff she's in, she usually is. Man, in Hidden Figures, she's so just like magnetic and just so it's just attractive. Not like physically what she is, but just,
she has grace.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah.
She is a presence. Like when you saw Halle Berry as Storm for the first time on screen, not even Storm, Aurora Monroe,
right?
You were like, okay, all right, yeah, this actress, yes, I buy it.
Yeah, man.
And I think you'll get that same kind of feeling, investment in an actress like her. So.
Yeah. Well, Halle Berry, I'm looking at her. She's 54 now, so we're talking 20. She was in her early 30s, maybe 33.
Yeah.
When they were filming the first X-Men, so
yeah,
I think I'm not sure Janelle Monae's age, but it's a good question.
She's 35, but she looks 29.
She sure does. She's 35. Wow, I'm shocked by that. I thought she was like 27 or something. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, like you said, and that'd be an important distinction, which way they're going to go. Would they go young like Alexander Shipp or a little bit older? Just look at really quick Alexander Shipp. I actually would not be opposed to them. If she's 29, I wouldn't be opposed to them bringing her back, to be honest.
Well,
what do you think?
No, it's funny you say that because Deadpool 3 is in the works. So that means Deadpool is being not only acknowledged in the MCU, but brought into the actual world.
Right.
Could they do the same thing and bring
some of those,
maybe not everyone, but a select few,
right,
into this universe? I don't know if that's exactly the route you want to go.
Yeah.
But hey, Deadpool 3 happening makes it a possibility.
Sure. She was in Deadpool 2 briefly. So or was it one or two? It's the one where they showed the X-Men, where the X-Men were like in the mansion.
Oh yeah, no,
I can't remember.
I thought you were talking about Janelle Monae. I was like, how? What?
Oh, sorry. No, I meant no.
Alexandra Shipp.
Alexandra Shipp. Yes.
Yeah. She was when they were trying to hide from Deadpool.
Yes. So, yeah, I think it's true. I think probably the best thing to do is to recast. But well, anyway, that's what we're doing. So anyway, that's a great call. I didn't even think of her. I wish I had, because that might be my top pick. Now, initially, my first pick, I immediately went, all right, Zendaya. But then I automatically went, nah, she's already, yeah, right.
She's already
yeah.
Mary Jane.
Yeah, exactly.
Or MJ.
Or MJ, whatever. Just call her Mary Jane. I don't know why they don't make her Mary Jane. But, so, the age thing you mentioned is a big one. This actress is a little bit older, but I think, again, someone she could probably play younger. It depends on which direction you want to go. But my first choice was Kerry Washington.
Established actress.
Yes.
And if they went that route, I would have no problem. But
yeah,
tell us why Kerry Washington. Why?
Oh my gosh, she's one of those. I think she's quite underrated. I don't know if she is or not, like, seen that way by a lot of people. I think she is. I just think we don't give her enough. I know she's on that show, Scandal. Is the name of the show?
Yes.
Yeah, I've never watched it, but people love that show apparently. I don't know if it's still airing or not, but she's really great on there. Obviously, I think she was nominated for her role in Ray. Pretty sure. And did she win an Oscar? I should have looked that up. No.
Django Unchained?
Django, yeah. I think she was nominated for that as well. She's awesome. Like, she's one of the actresses that I think can do anything. I don't think we've seen her really in a real action role.
Well, I don't know, Keith. She was in the first Fantastic Four.
I was just about to say that.
She was the blind girl who was the King's
Alicia Masters
girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. So she might already be in the. Well, no, because they did the same thing with Chris Evans. So
you're right. That's a good point. Yeah, I was literally going to say the same thing. Like, I know she was briefly in Fantastic Four, but that character is Alicia Masters. She's pretty powerful herself. But I'd love to see her get into this, man. Like I said, I don't think we've seen her really in an action thing, not that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't know if it's something she'd be interested in, but she's becoming a heavyweight in the industry, man. And like I said, she can do it. She's got so much range as an actor; she can do anything. And so, if this is something that she would do, obviously, depending on who's directing all that stuff. But I would love to see Kerry Washington in this role.
No, I agree with you. Like, I'm looking at her filmography right now, and it's very diverse, a lot of range. You have a Western in Django. You have comedy in Little Man. You have...
she is in that. That's right.
Yeah. You have I don't know if... this is considered a musical, but Ray, obviously.
Yeah.
And then something along the line of, like, suspense and horror in Lakeview Terrace.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Was Patrick Wilson her husband?
That's Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson was the neighbor.
I'm asking you.
I think he was. I think you're right. I remember.
Yep, it's Patrick Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, great choice. She has a lot of range, diversity in her filmography. She is early mid 40s. So again, depending. I'm not saying that's a negative.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm bringing it up because I'm very curious which way Marvel's gonna go.
Yeah.
Are they gonna go teens, kids? We don't need any more teens or kids, in my opinion. Okay.
I agree.
Those Spider-Man movies are enough for me. Okay. I want grown-ups. So.
Yeah, especially with the X-Men. I like to see them. Grown-ups who know what they're doing, not trying to figure it out. Which so many X-Men things are about that. Like X-Men related properties, or I'm a teenager and I'm sad and morose, and now I've got these powers, and I don't know who am I? What am I doing?
They have their fair share of those people, right? Like people like Jubilee, she's very much a kid.
Rogue, like they did with Anna Paquin and
Yeah. Yeah. Although in the cartoon she was more grown up, and when she was with Gambit, so
she was super popular in the cartoon. I just love her. I love Rogue and those. But that's what we want. We want, like you said, we want to see the established kind of, we're set. We know what we're doing type of character. So I'd love to see that with Storm.
Right.
And Kerry Washington, I think two great ones, man. Two great choices here. Kerry Washington, Janelle Monae. Who's your second choice?
My second choice wasn't really that difficult to find. I started thinking about, is there anybody under the Disney umbrella who can, be given more opportunities? Like how Disney takes care of Lupita Nyong'o. She's in a lot of Disney projects. Star Wars, Marvel, that Queen of
Queen of Katwe.
Katwe, yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah. So there was one actress who she had limited time on screen, but when she was on screen, I was like, oh, wow, she's bringing a lot of what's that word Roka uses? Gravitas.
Gravitas, yes.
And in Rise of Skywalker, Gugu Mbatha.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes. Now her backstory was so fascinating in Star Wars that they might have explored it in the comics or future comics or whatnot, but for that movie, it really captured me, along with her performance. How she was a former stormtrooper, like who, escaped and is now a rebel.
It's a good call.
You take that same attitude and put it into that she brought that same intensity into a character like Storm. I would be for that. Because Storm has a very, tragic backstory. Not as tragic as others, I don't think anyone's is more tragic than Magneto or Wolverine. Yeah. But for Storm, she lost both of her parents at a very young age. Her distrust in humans as she grew up only got worse and worse. I love how they kind of touched on that in the first X-Men movie with Halle Berry. Yeah. But it's a very complex character. It's not a character who's thinly written. So I want to see more of Gugu. I always pronounce her last Gugu Mbatha Raw. Yeah. I want to see more of her. I think she can do more if given more. And what have we been talking about this whole entire podcast? They need to give more to the Storm character when it's on screen. So she'd be my second choice.
Good call. Yeah.
She was also in Black Mirror, and she actually has quite a bit of projects underneath her belt, from the Twilight Zone on Netflix to the Cloverfield Paradox, which I skipped.
She plays she's the lead lady that's building the collider machine or whatever. That's right. Yeah, that is her, isn't it? Okay.
I'm never gonna watch that movie, but is she good?
Yes. No, she is. Yeah, no, the movie's terrible. I don't know. It's awful. But she's very good. Yes.
And then Ava DuVernay's A Wrinkle in Time, she was in that one.
Okay, cool. Oh, good. All right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good call, man. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I like that one. Two good choices, man. Very good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, my second choice is an actress, very young actress. Let's get her age here. Antoinette Robertson. She is featured on the Netflix TV series version of Dear White People.
Oh, okay.
Not the movie, but the TV series. Catch her on the TV series Heart of Dixie as well, which I did not know, with the country singers, stuff like that. It's really good. But if you check out Dear White People, which is really good. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just kind of pitched a couple episodes here and there, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like her. She really stood out. I think she'd be great. She's one of those people that's on the rise. I actually heard an interview with her earlier this year. And she just got a lot of great personality, man. A lot of energy. She's somebody with, like I said, a little bit of stuff under her belt. She's on something called the Haves and Have-Nots. So a lot of kind of, I don't want to say soap opera-y type stuff, but it's kind of dramatic sort of A lot of stuff here it says on the like Oprah Winfrey Network stuff here. Like that's what the haves and have-nots is on that network. So she's got some ability, right? She's on that Oprah Network shows, which that's not a down thing. That's like to be on shows like that, like Heart of Dixie or Dear White People. Like you gotta have some range, some depth to you. And I think she's
to be on a Netflix project, for sure.
Yeah, with what I've seen, Dear White People very correctly claimed, especially the movie and the series, which people say is not as good as the movie, but I actually never saw the movie, but I think the show's pretty good. And I like her. Her name's Antoinette Robertson. Really quick, still not getting her life and career. I don't have her age. It's weird. I don't have her age here.
Yeah, it didn't show up on Google, but
weird. Well, it doesn't matter. She can play Storm. That's the whole thing. We're going from young to old, older. Excuse me. I'm sorry, Miss Washington. I'm not calling you old. I'm right behind you. But Antoinette Robertson. Whatever it is, you can go either one. Like I said, I think she'd be great in the Storm. There's a wide range of people that can play this character, and I love that. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing which direction they go with it, and like I said, giving her some depth, some stuff to do. That's our choices, man. So
I do have an honorable mention. Thandie Newton.
Oh, you know what? Yes.
She was in Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Yes.
And she was
on Westworld.
They call it Westworld.
She just won
Impossible 2.
Won an Emmy for on Westworld, I think.
Really?
And, yep.
She'd be a great choice.
She would be awesome. Yeah, she was. Yeah, MI2. That's right. Yeah. She was in that. Oh man, that's a great call. Okay, that's my honorable mention as well. Tandy, whatever. Oh, she'd be a great Storm. Yeah, man, that's a good call. See, Kevin Feige, we giving you a bunch of choices here. You got a lot of work to do. I'm sure that. Do you think they've already got any of these roles cast? What do you think?
I think the people who are currently working on it, because if we know anything about Kevin Feige, he's not only planting flags in the future, like he said he had the next 10 years or something figured out.
Yeah, he did. That's right.
He's also having people keep an eye on talent out there and what projects they're currently signing on for. Mm-hmm. What do we know about Marvel? They like to do a healthy balance of both never heard before actors and actresses.
Yeah.
And then you have established ones like a Benedict Cumberbatch, or Downey Jr. So they could literally go either way. There are so many possibilities, and that's a very good thing to have in a studio of this scale. Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing. And we're going to wrap it up in just a sec here. But that is a thing that I do love about this, is because we can actually get to see some new faces taking on these roles and see them become stars. Like we saw with Hemsworth, nobody really knew him. Now he's just this huge star. Exactly.
We're seeing it now with people like I was watching Wonder Woman yesterday, and obviously people knew Gal, but now she's like super mega star, right? You know what I mean? And I love that. I love to see that. I love to see that happen with some of these roles and some of these iconic characters. So, all right. Well, good call, man.
What about you guys in the comments, right?
Absolutely. Yes, definitely. Yeah, let us know who do you think would be a great person to play Storm or Aurora Monroe in the new X-Men. Let us know. Jump in at any time. You can hit us up. Like I said, you can hit us on social media as well. Let us know. Twitter, Instagram. We have a Facebook page. You can let us know there as well. But certainly jump in the comments. That will definitely help us out. Let us know. And then leave us a thumbs up. Give us a like if you like me and Gio. The me and Gio edition of Casting Table. So, Gio, thanks a lot, man. Good job.
This was fun. I like it.
A lot of fun.
We got to collaborate more.
Absolutely. Let us know. Like I said, let us know what you think. Make sure you share this one as well. And thank you for tuning in. This is Apocaflix Movies Casting Table. We'll see you next time.